Hello and welcome back to Adaptation, the vlog for film adaptations and the original material they're based on. I'm Jessica Dunn, and I have to warn you, I may get a little worked up over the vlog topic this week. We'll be listing the top worst friendship adaptations, and if there is anything that makes me want to, it's when movies and shows completely trash a great friendship. And we're not talking plot-wise. We're talking about when a great friendship dynamic in the book becomes almost non-existent in the movie version. So, give me a minute. I think I'm ready. First on our list for this week, we think the movie series for Harry Potter completely ruined what was really amazing about the friendship between Harry, Ron, and Hermione in the books. And what's really unfair about this one is that they tried their best to keep the closeness between Harry and Hermione, but completely left Ron out of the equation. In the sixth book, Harry is seen comforting Hermione when she's upset about Ron and Lavender, and there's that whole weird dancing scene in the seventh that's supposed to show how close they're getting without him. But what this really did was detract from the whole give and take that made the trio work so well. It made you wonder what Ron even brought to the friendship and why he was even there in the first place. Next on our list is another trio that just didn't get fair representation in the movie version of the books. Percy, Grover, and Annabeth from the Percy Jackson movies that we've had so far. Maybe it's due to them being aged up. You know, they're supposed to be 17 or something in the movies when really they're actually only like 11 or 12 in the books. Maybe it's because they play up the romance between Percy and Annabeth a lot earlier in the movies than they ever did in the books. Or maybe it's just something else. But the sad truth of it is you just don't get this shared camaraderie on screen. Again, I mean the shared camaraderie between all three of them. Especially in The Sea of Monsters, when they weakened both Annabeth's and Grover's characters in order to play up Percy's heroism, which was really unfair to all of us who appreciated the distinct differences between all three of them and how they worked together to make a great friendship. What is it with movies and messing up trio friendships? But then, there really wasn't much that this movie did right to begin with, so we shouldn't really be surprised. M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender was truly horrendous in many ways, and the lack of closeness between Sokka, Katara, and Aang was no exception. This stemmed from the complete misunderstanding of the original characters from the series. All of the characters were just too serious, so you didn't have those lovely bonding moments when they were just being kids. They were all channeling a little too much of the Order of the Phoenix angst. Am I right? Fourth on our list is yet another adaptation that we have covered in our many podcasts. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Specifically, the friendship between Abe Lincoln and Henry in the movie was not really a friendship, whereas they had a major bromance going on in the books. In fact, it was more than a bromance, it was more of a meeting of the minds. So to see them reduce that closeness in the movie and make their trust between them a continual doubt, that was painful. And last on our list, we were completely unconvinced by the apparent friendship between Peter Parker and Harry in the new Amazing Spider-Man movie. They just threw Harry into the second movie, like we were supposed to believe that they could build this epic friendship in an hour and a half. Totally not buying it. There was more connection between Peter and Flash in the first movie than there ever was between him and Harry in the second. And this makes it all the worse when you see Harry's betrayal, because you're supposed to feel this emotional mourning for the loss of this great friendship, but really you just feel nothing. Until the end of the movie, of course, but I mean, that tearjerker had very little to do with Harry. And that wraps up our list for worst adapted friendships. Fairly minimal damage, too. I think I only lost a couple handfuls of hair, so I consider that a win. But if you disagree with any of our choices, or can think of another example of a truly horrendous friendship that we've overlooked, make sure to let us know in the comments section. If you liked what we have to say, go ahead and subscribe to this channel for our weekly vlogs, and check out our podcast on iTunes. Also, links for our blog, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook pages can be found in the info section. Thanks for tuning into Adaptation, and until next time, keep reading.